Hi, this is Sue Bray. I'm a health coach and I help people who have high stress levels and low levels of energy. And what I'm going to show you today is how to make a milk kefir when you're traveling. It's my go-to fermented food, and I actually don't go anywhere without it. We were on holiday recently for 2 weeks, took it with me. I'm at my sister-in-law and my brother's this weekend, and took it with me. I'm going to be leaving it here. So this video is partly for my sister-in-law to teach her how to make milk kefir. It's really, really easy. So here we go. So what you need is the kefir grains. You probably have those with you and you take them from home. And essentially, just to keep it really, really simple, you need a sieve. This is the sieve that I found in their kitchen. And a jar or something to put it in. And when I'm on holiday in Greece, I always buy a olive jar at the beginning, or olives at the beginning of the holiday, and eat the olives and then use the jar. And I travel with my kefir grains in plastic with a little bit of milk so that they can feed on while we're travelling. Don't really like plastic too much, but that's the best way, and it's fine. You don't get asked any questions if you have it in your hand luggage. This is what you end up with. It looks like yogurt. It tends to be a little bit more runny than yogurt, and the final taste, it's a little bit sour and a little bit fizzy. I love it. It's really delicious, and it's full of probiotics, so it's awesome for immunity and all the other benefits of milk kefir, which I'm not going to go into today. So basically what we do to make it, you simply put the grains in the jar. See if I can get that in one-handed. Oops, go in. There we go. You use the best quality milk you can find wherever you are. I prefer goat's milk. Oops, and that missed. Full fat is best, but I can only find semi-skinned, and I notice that the result is very different. And then all you do is, I'm not going to be able to do this completely, but you just put a piece of kitchen towel on the top of it, and then tie it round with a rubber band, and which I won't do now because I can't do that one-handed, and you leave it out on the counter away from perhaps direct sunlight, unless it's in the winter, for 24 hours, 36 hours, maybe a little bit longer in the winter, which is why you might need 36 hours. And you notice it's ready. You can't see this now, obviously, because I've just done this. When it starts separating out at the bottom, it looks a bit like, curds and whey at the bottom. That's when I stop it, because I like it to have a little bit of a stronger flavour. And it's as easy as that. Then after your 24 hours, or 36 hours, depending, you end up with your, it looks like just basically a milk mixture at the moment, because I've been mixing these a bit to be able to film. You'll simply strain the kefir grains from the kefir using whatever kind of sieve you have to hand, and plastic is best, but stainless steel will do. You just don't want to leave it in contact with metal for too long. And I have to say, kefir is heat sensitive, so always make sure you never splash it with hot water, or ideally hot utensils. And then you have your kefir grains again. And you simply pop those back in whatever jar or receptacle you started out with, and start out again, adding milk to start the process off again, and cover that with a piece of kitchen towel and the elastic like I showed you before, and just put that to one side. And here you have your kefir, which you can drink like yogurt, drink it on its own, add it to other yogurts if you find it a little bit sour. I add it to raw muesli and things like that. And I just basically put it in the fridge if I'm travelling, again, for whatever receptacle I have, maybe a glass jar, which I've got here. And this time, just put a lid on it and there you've got your kefir. I travelled around Sicily for a week. I didn't have a fridge, and I didn't need a fridge because I just made new stuff every day, and I just took a tablespoon of the kefir grains with me. And this works brilliantly. So, you know, and they multiply slowly, maybe depending if they're in new conditions. But it's really nice to be able to leave the kefir grains behind with people you might be staying with. There was something else that I wanted to say, which was, yes, if you want to rest the kefir, so if you think, you know, you've got enough for a few days, you can put it with fresh, so do the straining process and put it with fresh milk in the fridge, and you can leave it for a week or 2 weeks, as long as there's got enough milk. It's generally a cup of milk to a tablespoon of kefir grains is a good ratio. So I hope you enjoyed that, and go off and make your own kefir and enjoy it. Bye.